We've all had our bad days, right?
Lizzie Velasquez doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve, she wears it on her wrist.
They got me the heart charm. Faith is very important to me.
5 simple charms that represent the victorious story of what some might consider an uncharmed life of heartache, struggle, and pain. Lizzie is one of only 3 people in the world with a rare syndrome that does not allow her to gain weight.
I was called Skinny Bones. That was a really big one. Skinny Bones, Grandma, because a lot of people told me I looked really old. Pork chop legs.
Lizzie is 20 years old, blind in one eye, and has never weighed more than 62 pounds.
We knew she was different because her skin was so translucent. I mean, you could see all her veins, and she was just, I mean, she fit in the palm of my hand.
Lizzie was so tiny at birth, 2 pounds, 10 ounces, her parents, Guadalupe and Rita Velasquez, had to dress her in doll clothes from a toy store.
So these are some of the little doll clothes that she had to wear for a while because
the little bottom and
a challenge to fit clothes to a body that doesn't necessarily fit society's standards.
Walking down the hallways to go to lunch or anything like that, kids would stop and point at me and make fun of me because I look different.
Lizzie's the first to admit life hasn't been so easy.
I would pray every single night that I would wake up in the morning and look like one of you.
Lizzie says her parents never treated her differently, so she wasn't aware that others would.
I think by not hiding her or keeping her away from others, we just had her right out there in public with everyone else, and if people had questions, we'd talk about it.
So there was always stares when we took her out, but it didn't bother me. I mean, they could look for, but I just carried her and did whatever I had to do as a normal mom, just taking her out wherever I had to take her.
An emotional journey Lizzie's mom documented in letters to her daughter. Letters about how doctors said Lizzie would never walk, talk, crawl, or even think. Letters about how doctors said Lizzie's parents shouldn't have any more children. Letters about the first day of kindergarten when Lizzie realized what lay ahead. Classmates immediately shied away from her.
There were some nights when I would go home and I would just cry and cry and cry in my room by myself, and I would never tell my parents that other kids were picking on me, because I didn't want them to go to the school and like make a big scene.
It makes me want to hit somebody sometimes, but I know that I have to stay calm, and even if it's not directed towards me, it's about my sister, and it hurts me probably just as much as her.
Hurt in the form of comments, emails. This is just one example.
When people say, like, you know, you should die, and I hope people don't, like, I hope you don't spread your genes everywhere, and it's like, oh my god, there's like, it's just, you know?
Everybody expects you to be like what they see on TV, you know, or the magazines, and if you don't fit that image, then they question you and they look at you weird.
What makes me the most mad is when adults do it. When little kids do it, it's okay because, I mean, they're little kids, they don't know better. Yeah, their parents tell them don't stare, don't be rude, but they don't have a filter. They're just gonna say whatever they want, whenever they want. But if it's an adult, they really should know better.
Lizzie says she privately endured years of stares and accusations of having an eating disorder before finally understanding her purpose in life as a messenger of hope and comfort.
My faith, my family, and my friends are the 3 things that have gotten me where I am today, and have definitely been a huge part in my turning point of realizing that I need to be positive about this.
Lizzie has chosen to just be Lizzie, a young woman like most her age who like to shop, laugh, and be with friends.
She'll just walk into a room and she's really excited too. She'll walk in and be like, hey, and I saw you 2 hours ago, and then she'll always try to make you feel better and sweet and excited. That's how she is, always.
She's just the sweetest person I've ever met. Whenever I met her, I mean, we're just instant friends, hugging each other, talking and stuff.
She was told she wasn't going to walk. She wasn't going to learn, that I'd have to always feed her, that I'd have to take care of her the rest of her life. And to see what she's doing now is just awesome.
Lizzie is in college working toward a career as an inspirational speaker. Here, these 6th graders were hanging on her every word.
Raise your hand if you've ever been bullied or picked on. For dumb reasons, right? If you have braces, if your hair's a certain way, maybe for the people you hang out with, and it's not fun, is it? No, right? It's not.
Her message is simple. Stay true to yourself.
We all see everybody's different. Nobody's exactly the same. Nobody's the same. We're all unique.
She has made me strong. She's made me realize a lot of things about life. Just to be determined to know that, you know, I can make it, you know, to do anything. I can be who I want to be.
Don't judge people as soon as you see them, you know, because if I were to do that, if I didn't know her and I just saw her one day, I would probably be scared or nervous to know her, but that would just keep me from, you know, the gift of knowing her, because she's such a great person.
I'm willing to talk to anybody who will listen to me. If I speak to a room of 1,000 people and I affect the life of one person, that's all that matters to me.
I'm very proud of her because I didn't think she would do any of this stuff. They told me not to expect anything, and she's doing everything.
Lizzie is fully healthy. She's not fragile like she may appear, but as of today, there is no cure for her condition, and she says that's okay.
I would never change it because all the opportunities, all the lives I'm being able to touch right now, I don't feel like I'd be able to do that if I didn't look the way I did.
Those Lizzie has touched say she's an angel, sent to teach us all about kindness and acceptance.
If I could live my life the way I do now, you can too, no matter what.